to the August 2024 edition of MoneyLetter on Markets. I'm Brian Kelly, publisher of the MoneyLetter. Thanks for joining me. Let's start by reaching into the MoneyLetter mailbag for a question that has been asked by quite a few subscribers. Should I wait until 70 to take Social Security? If the question is, should I wait until 70 to take my Social Security, the answer is, it depends. There are many variables and literally thousands of scenarios and corresponding strategies. But let's start with health concerns and life expectancy first. If someone knows when they will die, it is certainly much easier to craft the best Social Security withdrawal strategy. But who does? How's your health? Maybe you have some clues. Do you have a health issue and thus a shorter life expectancy? Or maybe a family-related medical history that would indicate a shorter life expectancy than normal. In this case, and assuming you're retired at 62 and need the money, the early as possible strategy makes sense. If someone has a longer life expectancy and other income sources, for example, still working, an inheritance, sufficient retirement savings, etc., then the argument leans toward waiting until at least full retirement age, that's FRA, which is 66 or 67 depending on your birth year, or even postponing until age 70. Waiting means you'll have a better standard of living in your 70s, and hopefully beyond, because of the higher monthly benefit. Remember this, you can avoid a 5% reduction per year if you delay taking benefits from 62 to your full retirement age, and you gain 8% additional benefit per year between FRA and 70. Are you still working? Many people nowadays continue working until 65 or FRA, unless they're extremely comfortable or are currently unable to work. Since Medicare becomes available at 65, many people who are approaching retirement work to continue their health insurance through their employer. If you are still working, you likely don't need the additional Social Security income, and the income limits prior to FRA make it extremely unattractive to file while you're still working full-time. Are you married? Higher earning retirees also may need to consider spousal benefits. If a spouse has low earnings over their career, they could potentially be negatively affected by the decision of the higher earner to choose the lower monthly payments at 62 in the event of their death. A surviving spouse receives the higher of their own benefit or their deceased spouse. The bottom line, the correct distribution decision is unique to each family's situation. Next, I'd like to take a look at our featured fund of the month for August, and that fund is Fidelity International Discovery. The ticker is FIGRX. Once again, the ticker is F as in Foxtrot, I India, G Golf, R Romeo, and X as in X-ray. Fidelity International Discovery is a large cap, growth-oriented fund. It is currently about 95% invested in foreign equities, with 2% in the U.S. and 3% in cash. FIGRX is usually among the top 30 international stock funds we cover and is currently ranked number 16 out of 153 on our international list. The fund is well diversified, holding 138 stocks as of June 30th. Here are the top 5 holdings. You'll recognize many of these names. Number 1 is Novo Nordisk at 3.7%. Number 2 holding is ASML Holdings, 3.6. Third largest holding is Taiwan Semiconductor, 2.8. Fourth is Hitachi, 2.7. And fifth is Unicredit, 2.3. The fund holds about 22% in technology, 20% in financials, 19% in industrials, with the rest distributed amongst consumer discretionary, healthcare, and more. As far as recent performance is concerned, it is up 12.8% in 2024 through July 29th. It gained 14.2% in 2023. The 5-year return, which is annualized, is 7.3%, and the 10-year annualized return is plus 5.4%. Fidelity International Discovery is available with no transaction fee on the Fidelity platform and with a fee on the Schwab platform. Next, I'd like to continue with this month's blog. It's a fun and seasonal piece. The title is Traveling on a Budget, 6 Tips to Make Your Vacation More Affordable. This article originally appeared on our sister company Asset Strategies website. Summertime is here, and that means it is vacation time for most families. However, we all understand that vacations may rapidly become expensive if not planned wisely. Fortunately, with some preparation and wise financial decisions, you can have an affordable summer vacation without losing the fun of it. So we compiled a list of 6 general budgeting tips that may help you with your vacation spending. Number 1, plan and book in advance. One of the most effective strategies to save money on vacation right off the bat is to plan and book in advance. Airlines, hotels, and car rentals may provide great discounts for those who book in advance. By making your reservations early, you can take advantage of lower rates and prevent last-minute price surges. Furthermore, planning offers you more time to research and compare pricing. Tip number 2 is travel dates. We know that you and your family probably want to book a vacation right in the heart of the season when everybody else does. But be aware that these times are tourist hotspots and tend to be a little more expensive, especially with hotels and flights. Do you genuinely want to vacation with a swarm of tourists around you? Consider traveling during off-peak times, like weekdays or shoulder seasons, to find better deals. Many travel websites have fare comparison tools that show the cheapest days to fly, helping you make informed decisions about when to book your vacation. Tip number 3 is budget airlines and alternative airports. We recommend that you scout out a few different airlines and airports if you are flying. For example, while it might be nice to have first class and extra legroom with movies playing, the extra frills can be avoided if you choose, cutting the overall cost. Try to look for alternative airports that are near your destination as well. Direct flights can be pricey. Just make sure to factor in the cost and time of getting from the alternative airport to your final destination. Tip number 4 is travel rewards and discounts. If you have a travel rewards credit card, make sure you use your points or miles to offset the cost of the trip. There may be many credit cards that offer sign-up bonuses, cash back, or points that can be redeemed for flights, hotels, and other travel expenses. Looking for discounts and deals on websites such as Groupon can also offer significant savings on activities and dining. Tip number 5 is public transportation. Using public transportation instead of renting a car or relying on taxis can save you a lot of money. Many cities have efficient and affordable public transit systems that make it easy to get around. Research the public transportation options available at your destination and plan your routes in advance. Additionally, walking or biking can be a great way to explore a new city while saving money on transportation costs. The last tip is affordable accommodations. Where you stay overnight is often one of the priciest points of a vacation. To save money, consider alternatives to traditional hotels. Vacation rentals or hostels can potentially provide comfortable and affordable lodging options. Consider staying with friends or family if possible. Traveling with a group can significantly reduce the cost per person. And eating out for every meal can also quickly add up, so consider making your own meals if there is a local grocery store. In conclusion, an affordable vacation can be achieved with careful planning and wise financial decisions. You can have an amazing and cost-effective vacation by booking in advance, being flexible with your travel dates, and looking for budget-friendly solutions. Remember to take advantage of free activities, use travel points, and create a budget to keep your spending under control. With these suggestions, you can get the most out of your summer vacation without breaking the budget. Our sister company Asset Strategy also has a budgeting webpage that provides additional budgeting resources. You can visit that at assetstrategy.com/budget. The next item up is the world markets returns for July. And here we'll give you an idea of how stock markets around the world stacked up. We regularly track 7 indices. Here they are, and they're ranked by July 2024 returns. The returns do not include dividends. The best performer in July was India, the S&P BSE Sensex, and that was up 3.4%. You'll see that in our MoneyLetter rankings on international funds. The India funds have moved way up to the top. Ranked number 2 for July is Brazil, the Ibovespa, at plus 3%. And number 3 is Mexico, the Bolsa IPC. That market was up 1.2% for July. Ranked 4th of the 7 is the United States, the S&P 500, and that was plus 1.1% for the month. And the last 3 were in the red. Europe, the Euro Stoxx 50 was minus 0.4%. China, the Shanghai Composite, was minus 1%. And Japan, the Nikkei 225, was minus 1.2%. For more information on our world markets, see the upcoming August issue of MoneyLetter. And finally, don't forget to check out MoneyLetter's performance for conservative, moderate, and venturesome investors in the upcoming August issue as well. Remember, our conservative models typically have less in stock funds and more in fixed income to serve risk risk-conscious investors. Our moderate and venturesome models are more growth-oriented and willing to accept additional risk to achieve the growth goal. If you are not currently a subscriber to MoneyLetter, you can start a subscription by visiting MoneyLetter.com, then click subscribe, or by calling us toll-free 800-890-9670. That's MoneyLetter.com, click subscribe, or call 800-890-9670. If you're a first-time subscriber, we have a half-price offer that will allow you to try MoneyLetter for a full year for only $64.50. Call us for more details. That's it for the August edition of MoneyLetter on Markets. Remember, if you have any ideas for this feature, contact us by email at service@moneyletter.com. We appreciate you listening to our podcast and look forward to getting together again with you next month.